Good morning. This is John from the Springs Mennonite Church. Here I'm continuing to visit with you about some ideas this week after Christmas. And today I want to talk about Mary's response to the whole thing of Christmas, the whole events that set this up. And to do that, I want to read, strangely enough, from the letter to the Philippians, chapter 2, verses 3 through 8. And here's what we see. Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourselves, not looking to your own interest, but each of you to the interest of the others. In your relationships with one another, have the same mindset as Christ Jesus, who, being in the very nature of God, did not consider equality with God something to be used to his own advantage. Rather, he made himself nothing by taking the very nature of a servant, being made in human likeness, and being found in appearance as a man, he humbled himself, being obedient to death, even death on the cross. Well, Mary has just gone through an enormous experience. Now, from what I understand, pregnancy and giving birth is an incredible thing for everybody who goes through it. Some people love it, I'm told. Some people hate it. My wife said that she enjoyed every minute that she was pregnant. She's not anxious to do it again, though. At her age, I kind of don't blame her. And then there's some who treat pregnancy as an illness. They're sick for 9 months, and they just need all kinds of sympathy, and they're forever telling you how bad they feel, and so on and so forth. And then there are others who just sort of fall in between, I guess. We don't know how Mary approached her 9 months of being pregnant. I'm pretty sure she spent a lot of them really wondering what was going on. And it would have been easy, I think, to have thought that somehow she was special. I mean, after all, the circumstances of creating the child were special. The circumstances that happened after the baby was born with all these folks coming, that was really different. I mean, she could have, and it would have been surprising if she did. It certainly, I don't know if it was a bit expected, but she certainly would not have been out of the ordinary to have felt a little bit of pride and a little bit of specialness, but yet she remained humble. We have no record that she did anything other than that. She allowed God to use her to bring forth a child. She was visiting with Elizabeth and was excited for Elizabeth, who had waited so long. And I don't know the conversations between Mary and Joseph just prior to and then after the birth, but they must have been sincere and wondering and thinking, what is God doing? And you and I today have those same feelings. For some of you, everything seems to be going well. And for you, I suppose you can pretty much feel like everything's being taken care of. For others, their life is being interrupted by all kinds of unexpected things, some of them life-threatening. But yet, in the midst of that, we can approach our lives in the same way that I think Mary approached her time of being pregnant and giving birth. She can just relax and rest in the fact that God's doing something. Now, in Mary's case, she knew the something was going to end in 9 months. But I don't know if she understood what that baby meant. There's a great song out, Mary, Did You Know? Perhaps you played it or heard it during Christmas. Mary, did you know of all these things that were going to happen? You and I can't know those things, but it's okay. We don't have to know. We want to know. I want to know, but we don't have to. What we have to do is not think of ourselves so important that we're really special among people, and trust God to direct each day, each moment of each day, and bring us to the place where we know that God is in charge. Mary came to that point somewhere during those 9 months. And that's what he wants you and me to do today as well. He wants you and me to be currently aware of his presence so that we can trust whatever he's doing. Now, where are you in that process? What would the whole story been like if Mary had been different? What would your life be like if you didn't trust in God, if you didn't recognize him? Well, there's some of you who are in that spot right now. I heard recently of someone who's battling cancer, and when asked, do you want us to put him on the prayer list, responded by saying, oh, it's not that bad. Well, how bad does it have to get before you ask God for help? The answer is it doesn't. Mary trusted God. She humbled herself. She didn't think of her first. And the rest of the story is, as they say, history. I invite you this week after Christmas to think about trusting God, humbling yourself, and thinking of others. After all, isn't that what the spirit of Christmas is supposed to be all about? Well, thanks for listening. Hope you have a really good day. If you have a need or a concern, let us know. We'll do whatever we can as fast as we can to help meet those needs. I'll be back tomorrow and share some more. Until then, God bless.